Hey YouTube, how you doing on this Friday? I had to look at my watch to see what day it is because this night shift stuff, my days just be running together. But yeah, oh, and if you noticed, I took my braids down, rocking my natural curls. Anyways, as y'all know, I'm a big advocate on self-care, self-love, self-respect, because these are traits that people really, really need to have. When you walk, like, you can just see that certain people just don't. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of beautiful young ladies, older women as well, where, on the outside, you got it going on, but on the inside, shit, you void as fuck. And you have to fill your own cup. But anyways, I figured before I get ready to roll out to work, I'd make this video because it was on my mind. But I don't know what it is about like narcissists and narcissistic people. Like, I don't know why they tend to be dirty. I mean, my guess is, the saying, cleanliness is next to godliness. These motherfuckers are nowhere near godliness because y'all dirty. You okay living with roaches and rats and flies and gnats and maggots and gross bed bugs, all types of shit. But I'm just saying, like, I was thinking, and one of my big brothers, I used to think he was really mean when he would, like, say he'll talk to a girl or whatever, and he'll be like, damn, nah, her teeth fucked up, I'm not talking to that bitch. I used to think he was really, really mean, like, on a superficial level. I'm like, she could have a good heart, blah, blah, blah. No, he has a fucking point. Like, looking into a person's mouth can tell you a lot about them. Like, for real, for real. It can tell you if they smoke crack, do meth, you know what I'm saying? It tells you the level of their hygiene. Because when you realistically think about it, yeah, a male narc is gonna wash his balls and ass at the very minimum because he's trying to fuck. Same thing with a female narcissist. She's gonna sit there and wash her taco because shit, she wants to try to control her victim with sex. Or, you know what I'm saying? So of course they're gonna wash their bodies, but they don't think about certain other things such as their teeth. And I get that there's different levels of cleanliness. Like, I don't know, it's just me. But, like, for real, look, wash your belly button, that's a part of you. Wash in between your toes and your hands, that's a part of you. Clean your ears, that's a part of you. Brush your teeth, it's a part of you. Like, these are just things that I notice with just people, period. I mean, if you know you got boogers in your nose, and it happens to everybody, blow your nose, please. We are no longer 5-year-olds where it's just like, okay, blow. Like, nobody should have to tell you that. Nobody should have to baby you and do that. Like, common sense should kick in that you need to go handle that. You know what I'm saying? But I just noticed that the main thing that I've noticed about the narcs that have come into my life and gone, because, once I learned what toxic was, once I learned what narcissism was, when you learn better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? You can't, unfortunately, dodge all toxic people or all narcissistic people or sociopath or psycho. You can't, because if you have a job, you go out into the world and you deal with different personalities every day, all the time. So you never know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get for that day. You know what I'm saying? Forrest Gump was on point with that. But for real, I mean, I just noticed, me personally, if I look into the mouth of a narc, they're the ones that usually end up with like gingivitis, halitosis. And if you don't know what these words mean, because everybody's level of learning is different, I'll say gingivitis is like disease of your gums, and halitosis is like, bad. I'm talking about is worse than dragon breath. I mean, you can give them a Tic Tac, that shit ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and then generally, narcissists are the ones that, what tooth is this? That tooth right here? I think it's your front, damn it. What tooth? I forgot the name of that tooth, but molar. That front molar, like on the top. So the top part of your mouth, that front molar, it doesn't matter which side, left or right. It's something about them that particular tooth comes out their mouth, falls out their mouth. And then they get, because even if you smile, you can see that shit missing. You see a whole like space right there. And it's just like, I was just thinking back and I'm like, man, a lot of their teeth was fucked up. And at the time I called myself not, I'm not gonna be judgmental. No, this is just it's reality. Their teeth be fucked up. Whether narcissists, they indulge in addictions, drug addictions, but they just keep it secret. They generally are sex addicts secretly. They generally are addicted to something, particularly when they have no body around or they haven't found somebody to be around. I mean, the shit is just weird. That's just like, my recent ex. He's up here, well, I chose you. I don't take that as a compliment that you chose me, because the way that you said it, you made it seem like I'm this cute little bunny and you set a trap for me and you tried to cage me. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded very kind of predatory. And I'm just like, chose me? Because like right now he's fucking pissed that like I will not take him back. And I have to be faithful to myself. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of what I preach and I tell y'all on my channel about self-love, self-respect, and all of this. If I know that I don't want a liar, cheater, blah, 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 well, once you show me who you are, you did X, Y, Z, it's a wrap, finito. Yeah, I can forgive you, but I won't forget. And the simple fact, narcissists don't give a fuck about your feelings. How dare you have feelings? How dare you have thoughts? No, I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to cheat. I wanted to lie. And you're not going to call me on it. But the minute you confront them, I don't know what you're talking about. I never did that. You're crazy. Like each one, don't get me wrong, there's a scale because they're all different. But nonetheless, they're all fucking predictable and they're all the fucking same. Like I know my mom like the back of my fucking hand. Like right now, me and her are not talking. But it's gonna be a matter of time. If I went 2 years no contact with her and then she pops the fuck up in Dallas stalking me, bitch, get the fuck. Like, leave me alone. I don't give a fuck that I'm your only daughter or that I'm the baby. I know that you are bad for my mental health. You are bad for my physical health, my emotional health, my financial health, as well as my spiritual health. You are all around rotten. And I personally don't want your rot affecting me. Seriously, that's why I take it as a compliment these days when she's all like, like father, like daughter. Yeah, I'd rather be just like him than like you, because she would love for me to be miserable, lonely, and for whatever reason, I don't know why she thinks I can't have kids. So I guess because she had a hysterectomy and she can't have kids, even though I don't see why a fucking 60-something-year-old woman would want to have fucking kids, other than for supply, someone to control, someone, because it's not about her wanting to provide and love and care. No, it's all about power and control. So, she's trying to get to like my great niece, because she's like 2, and the most I can do is, I'm not about to sit here and play games. Like, the most I can do is tell my niece, hey, I would advise that you keep contact between my mom and your daughter at the as minimal as possible, because all she's gonna do is try to turn her into a baby narc. Baby narc, 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 narc. You know what I'm saying? Like, put the Baby Shark song, which is very catchy as hell, and create Baby Narc. Like, seriously, this is what they try to do. They usually, when they get up in age, they try to attach themselves to children. So anybody that has children, and you know that you have a parent or a spouse or whoever the fuck, they're gonna try to attach to your children because, well, one, they see them as a sponge where they can brainwash them the way that they mold them the way that they want. That child's like whole personality, identity is going to be fucking molded and changed. Everything that is that child, because at the end of the day, they are an individual sovereign soul with their own free will. And a lot of y'all can think that these babies and that these kids are just that. They 9 times out of 10 could be a soul that's older than you. You think because they're in a vessel that basically is helpless for a time that there's no, intelligence there. Children are very, very intelligent. I noticed that narcissistic, parents, they tend to underestimate the intelligence of a child. Now don't get me wrong. Children, are gonna be children. They hard-headed. They gonna break shit, do shit, lie, steal. You know what I'm saying? They gonna do kid shit. But by that same token, when it comes to knowing good souls and hearts and knowing evil souls and hearts, babies and kids can distinguish that, as well as animals. Most narcissists do not like animals. 9 times out of 10, they probably tortured some animals in the past, killed some animals in the past. Like, these people are literally antichrist. They don't like anything that's living. If they could murder you and literally, legally get away with it, they fucking would. Now, don't get me wrong. There are narcissists that have killed people, the overt ones, because those are the ones that tend to get very, very violent, particularly when you reject them. But as far as the covert ones, the ones that just be snakes in the grass and, they come at you in subtle ways. They're the ones that be throwing shade and shit. And then when you call them out for throwing shade, it was just a joke. Joke my ass. If it was just a joke, I'd be fucking laughing. Do you see me fucking laughing? Do you see me LOLing? If I said stop teasing me or stop doing this or stop doing that, you notice that if you put boundaries, they want to be like, oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. Stop it. My boundaries that protect me hurt you. You don't respect me. That's what that is. You take me for a fool that's just going to let you. I'm not a doormat where I'm just going to let you just take your E. coli, covered boots and shoes and just wipe your shit all over me. Like, no. Like, they legit cannot stand the word no. Oh my God. If you want to test somebody to see if they are narcissistic, just tell them no. If they invite you somewhere and you don't want to go, say no, but watch their reaction. You never want to go nowhere with me. Da 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 da. And it's just like, I just don't want to go. Like, why? If you want to go somewhere so badly, go by yourself. They're scared to go by themselves. They're scared to do things alone. They are scary people. They are chickens. They really are. They try to act big and bad and wooga booga booga boogeyman and shit. They ain't shit. They not. Trust me, they not. When you really realize that these people are nothing more than clowns, like, you're gonna just laugh. You're gonna be like, I used to really go for this shit. I used to really like that shit. What the fuck? You're really gonna fucking laugh because these people are just so laughable. They really, truly are. But back to the hygiene. They generally have horrible hygiene. I mean, I made videos on here and I told y'all about my cousin smelling like balls and feet and ass and sweat and cigarettes and beer. Nigga, don't be in my goddamn house smelling like trash. Shit, if you gonna smell like trash, you might as well sleep in the dumpster. How dare you make my house filthy after I just cleaned it? Like, you got a lot of fucking nerve. But yeah, and again, if my cousin went 4 or 5 days not washing his ass, I know he didn't brush his teeth. Because when he got mad, he threw one of the extra toothbrushes that I, gave him along with toothpaste at my door. I'm like, you throwing it in the trash can at my door like I care. That's your boo-boo breath. Shit, I don't give a fuck. And then this is the crazy thing. A lot of these goddamn narcs will have a good job where they have health insurance, where they can go to the dentist and the doctor. These people do not go to the dentist. They do not go to the doctors. They don't. For what? They don't give a fuck about themselves. So don't expect them to give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for real. Narcs, I guarantee you, most of the STD population is them. Because they dirty. They just dirty. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen this show called Shameless. There's a character called Frank. He's the father of like Lip. I forgot all the goddamn kids' names. It's like at least 7 of them, something like that. Anyways, he's the father of all these kids, but he's a goddamn drunk. He never has a job. All he did was complain and bitch. His oldest daughter, she had to sacrifice her life to take care of all her siblings. Then one of her youngest sisters got pregnant. She told her, that's a bad thing. You should get an abortion because you can't this, that, and the other. She did what she wanted to do. So basically her life is kind of, struggling. I don't want to say fucked up, but anyways, just go watch the show Shameless, right? It was an interesting storyline or interesting show, but literally there's an episode where Frank, he went to his son's PTA meeting and he fucked all the women at the PTA meeting. But little did they know he had gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, what other STDs are there? Trick, everything except AIDS. He had all that. And when he fucked them, they went home fucking their husbands. And then next thing you know, everybody in the whole PTA, man and woman, had all those STDs. And it was so bad that the CDC had to come down to the school and quarantine all the parents. Because they had never seen such an infestation of like biochemical hazard or whatever the fuck. They wanted to know that this would not spread it to the general population. It was so bad. And I was like, damn it, Frank. You're just a fuck up, aren't you? But he would be an example of a narc. He had an addiction to drinking. I believe he actually smoked too. So he had an addiction to like smoking. He was always trying to scam and fraud people. He could never be honest to save his fucking life. Like, never. Like, if he had a choice between honesty or dying, he'll die before he tells the truth. And that's so sad. But, I mean, literally, Frank gives you an idea of what a narcissist is, particularly a male narcissist at that, But, oh my gosh, like, I just felt the need to just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? This goes hand in hand. I noticed that the hygiene, like I said, the hygiene is like a big issue. Like, I would advise anybody, if you're going to talk to somebody, look in their mouth, see what's going on, see if they're missing teeth. Because that gives you questions like, well, why are you missing teeth? You do drugs, you this, you that. Now, don't expect the person to be 100% honest. But, you know what I'm saying? That just questions you, you know what I'm saying? Giving you something to, think about. Because, like I said, they could smell good, dress good, wash their ass, but I don't know what it is. And it's usually with the males. They do not brush their teeth. Like, is this from childhood on up or some shit? Chewing gum does not clean your teeth and gums. It does not, it might freshen your breath, but eventually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, But, yeah. So, Anyways, I just wanted to have this little short video about, narcs and like hygiene. They always have bad hygiene. Always, always, always. They might have their hairline looking good or their hair together or makeup, but look in that mouth. When they open their mouth and they laugh, act like you a dentist. Be looking in that motherfucker like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing if they got missing teeth, seeing if they got cavities, you know what I'm saying? All types of shit. And I can say that because, my experiences, even like with my mom, horrible fucking hygiene. Like, she was complaining to me about how she had gingivitis one time. Yeah, because you don't brush your fucking teeth. A lot of your problems will be solved if you just used a toothbrush and toothpaste and cleaned your fucking mouth. But, I mean, literally, I guarantee you their mouths are probably like biohazards. Like, trifling. Caked up, plaque all in between their teeth. All caked up in their gums. That shit is just nasty to me. And it's nasty to me because I take pride in my smile. My smile presents me to the world. You know what I'm saying? It presents me to the world. My mom used to give me shit because my teeth were slightly crooked. Well, I went and got them straight. Took like 18 months to get straight with Invisaligns. And eventually, when I get a chance, I want to just go get them whitened just so they could be like, ting, ting. That makes me feel good. That's a confidence booster for me. I'm doing it for me. Not anybody else. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. It's for me. Because I guarantee you she can't talk shit about my smile now. Because at least I got all my real teeth. Wink, wink, throwing shade. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of my shits fell out. I take good care of my teeth. Because I would rather have my teeth, my real teeth, in. I'm not trying to eat mushy bananas and tapioca when I'm goddamn 60, 70, 80. Like, But, and I don't want no false teeth. I don't want none of that. I seen one of my uncle's girlfriends. The girl is like not that much older than me. I'm 30 now. She got to be maybe 36. Popping her teeth out. And I was like, this bitch ain't got no teeth. For real? As young as you are, you ain't got no fucking teeth. All your shit is fake. I was like, wow, you are such a drug addict. Which she was. She was selling ass for drugs. But I was just like, wow. I mean, just the things that you can't make the shit up, y'all. I'm telling you, can't make the shit up. But if you've come across a narcissist or a toxic person and you've noticed that their hygiene is bad, leave a comment below. I'd like to hear your story because these people are just insane to me. Like, I don't understand why your hygiene is so, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that they know that if they stink, nobody would have sex with them, they wouldn't even wash their ass, y'all. They really, truly wouldn't. They would not. They would be literally like back in the 1800s where they would only take a bath once a year type shit. And that's disgusting. But then when you really think about it too, that's how a lot of diseases get spread around. Narcs, because they are so dirty. They do not care. They feel like I can do what I want whenever I want. And okay, yeah, you can do what you want whenever you want. And when you get fucking quarantined and shit, because you're a fucking walking biohazard with a whole bunch of STDs and halitosis and meningitis and all these other goddamn problems, that's on you. But don't sit here and try to pull sympathy from people. Yeah, I was in the hospital because of XYZ. Yeah, but if XYZ was like your fucking fault, then... But they're not going to say that it was their fault. They're never going to take the blame. They're never going to take responsibility. They're never going to take accountability. Ever. So just chalk it up, and walk away. That's my advice, Unfortunately, you do have to establish boundaries because you can't always go around them. You might work with them. Hell, you might live with one. I don't know. But let me know. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll holler at y'all later.